Well, my husband of 53 years, Mike, has a long history of skin cancer. He started having probably 14 Mohs procedures in the last 12 years. And most recently, over a year ago, he went in for his third recurrence of squamous cell on his scalp. And after that, the dermatologist said, we can't cut on you anymore. So he was referred to a radiation oncologist. He had 30 treatments of radiation for his scalp recurrence. And then about a month after that, he said, I think I'm having some discomfort behind my eye and some blurred vision. So we went back and they did an MRI, and he was diagnosed with metastatic cancer to the nerve above his eye. So it's been quite a journey for poor Mike. Mike has really been fortunate to get excellent care here in Fort Myers area. He is both a medical oncologist and a radiation oncologist. Initially, the treatment that was strongly recommended was a clinical trial, which was going to be quite lengthy, and he just did not want to commit to that. Because I'm a nurse, I started looking into, he doesn't want to do this clinical trial. What else can we do? I knew what was being recommended. I called a friend in Cincinnati, and she said, they have this new program called CCA, Cincinnati Cancer Advisors. So easy, just go online, fill out a form, and ask for an appointment. And by golly, we did that. And the next morning, I get this call from a gal named Lana Ehrlich. She's like, hi, I'm from Naples Cancer Advisors. And I said, I think there's a mistake. I called for the Cincinnati office. She says, no, we are in Naples. I said, you are kidding me. We're now permanent residents of Fort Myers. And we were just delighted. So she took the ball from there. I tell you, expedited the process, had us fill out the consent forms, obtained all the medical records, and boom, we were set. We were delighted. Upon arrival at our virtual visit, which was pretty cool, we could drive an hour from Fort Myers to Naples, so convenient. We were both just blown away by the compassion, the concern, the detail. Mike got emotional, and my husband doesn't show emotion often, but during the virtual visit, a couple times he really teared up. And I asked him later, what was going on? And he said, Deb, the amount of information that they had about me, they knew about me before I walked in the door. It was just overwhelming that they had taken that, invested that much time in my case. And we joked and said, I think they knew about every hair on your head and the hairs you lost from radiation. They knew all about everything. They have records going back to 2012 on Mike's dermatologic medical. It was unbelievable, really. We were just impressed. Jill Hunt went through details about Libtayo. We learned more about the drug, the benefit, and obviously the side effects we should look out for. It was just unbelievable resource. Mike and I are in our 70s, and we've had many doctor's appointments. Neither of us have ever experienced the comprehensive, compassionate. We were in with them, this team, Lana, Jill, and Dr. Lemming, for 2 hours. And when we got in the car, we were just, I'm telling you, Mike was emotional. It was just such a blessing. And so we felt like we really had the expert, and they really gave us information we hadn't had before from other providers, which are great, but it was just a different level. The amount of information that Naples Cancer Advisor had on Mike was quite impressive. And then the follow-up, Dr. Lemming wrote a 10-page summary, chronological history of Mike's cancer journey, which has been going on for 12 years. Then he reached out to both of Mike's providers to collaborate with them, and he continues to be available for us. We call with questions whenever there's a decision to make about a new plan of treatment or which route to take. For our first calls to Dr. Lemming, and he has been just undeniably fabulous and compassionate and caring. Well, when I spoke to Lana initially, she said, there's no charge for this. And, you just keep thinking, what's the catch? Come on, I'm from the healthcare background. I know there's insurance, something we have to get cleared. Nope, there was no additional paperwork, nothing to submit to insurance. And I kept saying, how do you get paid for this service? This is fabulous. What do you mean? So we are fortunate that we could contribute. And but there was no cost whatsoever. This foundation is unbelievable. Donors who fund this mission are such a blessing. Again, to allow a patient that doesn't have the financial resources or coverage and insurance that typically you'd have to go through, are so blessed to know that they're being exposed and have the resources to an expert with their specific cancer diagnosis. It is just, it's beyond words, really, and it is such a blessing.